Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Hasbanallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup overflows, and surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. It's Friday. The entire world is mourning the Queen of England, and we are all reading the messages and the legacy, the life, how she lived with elegance and class and grace, how she affected the people and impacted their lives, how she showed motherly love and showed true leadership, brought the nation to the center and all the members of the Commonwealth, and has managed to maintain dignity. Of course, monarchy is by consanguinity, so it's by blood. If you are not related by blood, you can't ascend to the throne, which is why the Gan says, Ayole moni yole, ayele moni homo yole. So it is those who are qualified to be made kings and queens who are made kings and queens, not the ones clamoring for it. So this morning, I just want to mirror the two situations. We're celebrating a monarch, and we have seen how they have lived with a lot of dignity. In our case, sometimes in a place you have 2-3 people claiming the same chair or stool. What will be your legacy as a traditional leader? Or what will be your legacy as a politician? Or what will be your legacy as a leader in whichever form? Your legacy. Are you thinking about it? Do you know what your legacy is? And since you have been there, I've been a chief for 30 years, I've been a chief for 40 years, I've been a chief for... What is your legacy? What will your people remember you for when you are no longer... I know that Africans pretend a lot. Even the most wicked of us is a good person suddenly when they die. You get to the church and the tributes they are reading about people, including thieves that we know popularly. They say the nicest things of them. You wonder, are they talking about the same person or they're talking about somebody else? Oh, yes. If you'd like, today is Friday. There will be funerals in the churches. Go find an Anglican church, a Methodist church, a Presby church, a Catholic church. So any funeral, just enter. Listen to the tribute. He was a kind man. Meanwhile, he was rich, but his family members were poor and they were hungry. But they would serve food for 3 days at his funeral. So I'm asking this morning, if you are a chief, pause for reflection. Have you participated in raping the state by giving off your land for galamsey? Have you done that? Have you done that? Destroyed farms just for people to do galamsey, the water of your people is destroyed. Then they carry you in a palanquin and you are happy about it. Shame on you. Shame on you if you are also a chief and only your interest is to sell the lands that was bequeathed to you for the future generations. You are not doing anything. You are not developing anything. You are not adding on to the skills of the people. You are not creating employment. You are not fighting for your people. All you are doing is chopping with both hands. Shame on you. Shame on you if you are a chief or queen and all you do is to foment trouble. You have all these riffraffs following you with pump action guns and you are causing trouble and stealing people's lands that they have acquired from you. So you know that they have acquired the land from the stew, but you still go ahead and take it from... Shame on you. Shame on you. And I'm saying that if you're a king, a queen, a leader, anywhere, a member of parliament, and you are not standing in the gap for your people, because that's your godly duty to the people. Sometimes you beg. I've read President Akufo-Addo's tweet, 7th read. The tweet that was announcing the death of the Queen is one. I told you, when we go to a church, go to the churches, the things that people write about, you marvel that this man, we lived in the area with him, was a wicked man. Everybody knows. But when he dies, the tributes about him will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. That's the kind of African hypocrisy, because you say we don't speak ill of the dead. If we were writing the exact things about people and how they lived, I'm sure people will take a cue from it and know that it will have a lingering effect even when they are no longer with us. We cry more than the bereaved. We were here when the people of Angloga Keta, the tidal waves, the president didn't tweet about it. The vice president was in the Volta region for the Volta Fair. He didn't go there. But somebody far away was busy tweeting 7 pages. We don't love our people, though. We pretend to love them. And I say, if you are a rich man, your people are hungry, and then you don't sort them out when you have it. You only are interested in the funds that they give to you. And then by the close of time when you die, they serve food for 3 days at your funeral. Prepare for your king in heaven. They will lash you. So this morning, if you're a leader anywhere, I want you to focus on this. What do you want to be remembered for? What legacy are you leaving? What are you teaching the next generation to do? What are you guiding them to do? I want you to think about it. And you see, everybody talks about the Queen and the fact that at the Second World War and all of that, the Queen was showing leadership, and all of that, talking to the nation, addressing the nation, all those things, addressing the nation and keeping the nation together. We have been begging our president to talk to us. He has refused. The president narrates our problems to us, but he doesn't talk to us. He has refused. Today, he's writing about the Queen of England and telling us that she was this, she was that, she was this, she led the Commonwealth, she did reform, blah, 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 all of those ones. So what is your story, sir? What is your own story? What will Ghanaians remember you for? What is your own story? What is your own story? Ours is not a monarchy. Ours is by election. It's a democracy. So people have to come up and then appeal to the electorate to vote for them, which you did 3 times. You begged us to vote for you. The Queen didn't beg anybody. She was next in line, consanguined by blood. If the person who didn't beg finds it worthy to be talking to the people, the person who begged has refused to talk to his people. And then we say, oh, we are a country, we are looking for money, we are looking for money. I am sure we will go and give a donation at the funeral. As usual, we'll do a memorial here. We'll mourn more than the bereaved. Well, we did it for Floyd. We organized a whole funeral here. When our old people are stuck in disaster, we abandoned them. We did that. We said, we are looking for money, we're looking for money. We impose e-levy. We do this, we do that, we do this. Then you have a whole system blocking SIMs, and people cannot make phone calls. They forget that when people make phone calls, the telcos made money and they can pay taxes off those monies.